Ever grabbed a healthy snack just because it had green leaves on the label? Or bought chips that felt big but were 60% air? That's not bad luck, that's design. And if you still think that you choose what you eat, think again. Food companies spend millions to trick your brain with colors, shapes, and even fake freshness, and you fall for it every time you shop. But don't worry, I'm Mike Inishev, and in this video I will tell you what's hidden in the dark side of packaging, how to recognize shrinkflation, what is the most dangerous color for your hunger, and why your subscribe button should always be green. This is not a warning video, but an actual guide to using these psychological hacks in your marketing. Stick around and you will discover how to make your product packaging completely irresistible. Ever picked up a chocolate bar and thought, this feels expensive? That's no accident. Luxury chocolates often use thick, heavy wrappers because our brains associate weight with quality. Meanwhile, cheaper brands opt for thin, crinkly packaging, making them feel less premium before we even unwrap them. Or what about infamous Lay's air-filled chip bags? The extra space isn't for protection, it's a psychological trick. A half-empty bag would look unattractive, but by filling it with nitrogen gas, brands make the package seem fuller than it is. And it works, because we are more likely to grab a big, puffed-up bag than a flat one, even if both contains the same amount of chips. Another sneaky tactic? Shrinkflation. Brands quietly reduce product sizes while keeping packaging the same. The Skippy peanut butter, for instance. The price of these 2 jars is the same, but you wouldn't immediately tell unless you look at the weight that you've got less peanut butter for the same price. And if you turn the jar over, you will see the difference. Believe me, that's not all. When it comes to packaging, marketers know exactly what they are doing. They use every trick in the book to convince us to buy their products. So now let's break down everything you need to know about packaging that practically sells itself. Here is a fascinating fact. We can predict how a product will taste just by looking at it, without even taking a bite. And what's the very first thing you notice about any product? I bet it's color, unless you are colorblind. Right colors can trigger emotions, cravings, and even perceived taste. Our task just to choose them correctly. For example, Coca-Cola and McDonald's use red because it evokes excitement and hunger. Veggie chips and healthy snacks often use green packaging, a color that screams nature and freshness. It's a clever trick to make products appear healthier than they might actually be. Black and gold usually represent luxury. Look at high-end chocolates like Lindt and Godiva or premium alcohol. Dark, sleek packaging makes us think expensive before we even check the price. White and minimalism suggest purity and simplicity. So, brands like Apple use clean white packaging to imply quality and transparency. By the way, if you are interested in color psychology, but not only in the packaging, then I totally recommend you to watch our video about its usage in branding. Moving on from the color theme, let's discuss design components. In order to make their product stand out from the competition, marketers use unusual shapes, textures, and materials to stand out. Unique shapes make products instantly recognizable. Think of Toblerone's triangular prism, Pringles' hyperbolic can, or Coca-Cola's contoured glass bottle. They don't just look different, they feel different in your hand, making them memorable for all the time. Textures matter too. Matte finish can make your product feel premium, like fancy chocolate bars or iPhone boxes. Glossy packaging catches your eye under store lights like soda cans or candy wrappers. Some brands even add embossing, like raised lettering on chocolate bars, to make products feel more luxurious. Another design feature: window box packaging. Why it works and why you can't look away. The thing is that it plays on our desire to see what we are buying. The Hershey Kisses, for example, their partial wrappers let you see the chocolates inside, making them even harder to resist. And let's be honest, it works. In today's world of endless options, visual marketing matters more than ever. So if you are unsure what packaging to choose, forget boring rectangles. Explore creative packaging ideas instead. Another key factor you shouldn't overlook is transparency. Clear ingredient labels aren't just nice to have, they are trust builders. When people can actually understand what's in their food at a glance, they are way more likely to pick that product over others. For instance, brands like RX Bar put their entire ingredient list on the front, shooting no BS to appeal to health-conscious buyer. These days, as consumers of all ages place a greater focus on environmental conscious, transparency about ingredients and production methods can become your brand's signature advantage. But don't create fake transparency. Some brands use see-through packaging to make portions look bigger, like giant plastic salad containers that are 40% empty space. Others slap natural or farm fresh on labels with no real proof. Don't do that. Your reputation is more important than quick sales. And take into consideration that our perceptions of food packaging are greatly influenced by factors such as age, gender, and income. For example, older persons prefer brand trust, while younger people are drawn to bright colors. So, if your target audience is kids, your packaging can prioritize bright colors over detailed information. Mysterious ingredients might even make the product more exciting for young customers. For adults, you'll need to provide more product details, but that doesn't mean your packaging should just be a boring nutrition label. Get creative. You can still showcase ingredients in colorful and engaging ways. I guess you see that packaging does way more than hold your food. It shapes how you experience it. From colors that make snakes seem sweeter to fonts that scream premium, every detail is a psychological game. And guess what? We are playing it every time we go to the grocery shop. The question is, are you choosing the food or the packaging? Drop your aha moments in the comments. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one. Cheers!